Hey guys, this is Kritika. Welcome back to my channel. So over the last few weeks, I've been getting a lot of messages from people asking me how to start YouTubing and what equipment I use to film my videos. So I thought I'll make this video for you guys where I talk about how I started my journey on YouTube and the equipment I use to film my videos. That's basically the cameras, the lighting, audio, music, editing, and all of that fun stuff. So I hope you find this video useful, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and let's get started. So how it all started was that I started a blog about 2 years ago. It's called Blog of the Things and I still write in it. So if you haven't checked it out, I'll leave a link in the description box below. Please go check it out. So basically it all started with blogging, and while I do enjoy writing, I feel like I'm a more visual person. I always enjoyed photography and I've been watching YouTube videos for years now, and I always wanted to give that a shot, but I was hesitant because I didn't know how to edit videos and I wasn't sure I knew how to film videos as well. So I didn't start for really long, but I finally did give it a shot. I posted my first video last December and it's not the best video, but I'm glad I put it up because that got me to where I am today and made me realize how much I love making videos. Now moving on to the equipment I use to film my videos, I'm going to start with the cameras. So the camera that I started filming my YouTube videos with and have filmed most of my YouTube videos with is the iPhone camera. So this is the iPhone 6s and it has a great camera. You obviously don't need to get an iPhone, but most smartphones these days have good cameras, so just start with that, work with what you have. If you have a DSLR, that's great, but this is what I started with. It's a great camera. The second camera I use to film my videos is the one I'm using right now. It's the Nikon D5100 and I got this about 5-6 years ago to take photos, and it does a great job of taking photos, but it's not the best camera for videos, but it does a decent job, so I'm just using this for now. A DSLR is obviously way better than a phone camera, but if you're just starting off, I don't think you need to get one. Having said that, if you are considering buying a DSLR, I would recommend getting the Canon 750D, which is the same price as the one I have now. Or if your budget permits, you should check out the Canon 80D, which has a much better autofocus and it's a much better camera and a lot of YouTubers use it. So yeah, you should check that out. The lens I'm using right now is the 18-55mm kit lens, but I also have another lens, which is the 35mm lens with the 1.8 f-stop, and it's really good for the bokeh effect, basically the blurry background effect that you see in a lot of videos. So yeah, these are the two cameras I've been using for my YouTube videos so far, but last week I bought two other cameras. I haven't filmed any videos with them yet, but I'm really excited to. The first camera is the Canon G7X Mark II. You probably have seen a lot of YouTubers use this. What I like about it is that it has a flip out screen, so when you're vlogging you can see yourself. It's also really fast. As you can see, it turns on really fast. So yeah, this is a great camera for vlogging. I'm filming this on the Canon G7X. It's so compact and the flip out screen is great because you can see yourself when you're vlogging, and that's very convenient. So this camera is supposed to be really good for vlogging. It's a little expensive. It's actually more expensive than my DSLR that I'm using to film the video right now. But it's supposed to be a really good camera, and because I'm doing YouTube full time now, I thought it would be a good investment to make. I was actually considering getting the Sony RX100 Mark V, and that's a way better camera, but it was kind of expensive and I was waiting for the new one to launch this year, which didn't happen, and I couldn't wait any longer, so I ended up buying the Canon camera. But I'm quite happy with this purchase and I really like how compact this camera is. So one drawback about the G7X is that it doesn't film in 4K, but I didn't really need that, so it's not really a drawback for me. The next camera I got is the GoPro Hero 5 Black, and I'm super excited about this because I can take cool action shots and underwater shots because this is waterproof. So I'm quite excited to be using this. I'm going on a trip next month, so I'm really excited to use the Canon G7X and the GoPro on that trip. Unlike the Canon G7X, the GoPro actually lets you film in 4K, so that's pretty cool. I haven't really taken too many videos with this yet, but I'm quite impressed with what I've seen so far. It also has a decent touchscreen, so that's nice. And again, the size is just perfect, so I'm quite excited to be using this. So I own quite a few accessories for filming videos, and I'm going to start off with tripods. I own a bunch of tripods, but the first one I ever bought is this Joby Gorilla Pod. It does not come with a mobile clip. I've attached that separately so I can fix my phone onto this. But what's amazing about this is that it has bendy legs, so you can just attach it anywhere and it will just stay wherever. And this is a really convenient size, so when you're vlogging, it's just very lightweight and easy to hold. So this is my favorite tripod ever. It's quite inexpensive also, so I think if you're starting off on YouTube, this is a good investment to make. And this Gorilla Pod actually works well with my Canon camera as well, so I'm going to be using this while vlogging. Next I have this, which is also from Joby. It's called a grip kit and I've been using this for most of my vlogs. So basically how this works is you can attach your phone onto this and tighten it up and use this for vlogging. So this is what it looks like. It's super convenient to vlog with this, and another nice thing about this is that it comes with a Bluetooth button, so you can control your camera from anywhere, and it's also nice for like taking photos and stuff, so I really like this Bluetooth button. Next is another GorillaPod, which is a bigger version of my mini GorillaPod, as you can see. I haven't actually used this yet, I just got this recently, but what I like about this is that I can use this with my DSLR, so that's quite nice. It's really sturdy and it has a good grip around my hand. Another nice thing about this is that it has a ball head, which basically moves around, so you can position your camera at like any angle, so that's quite a nice feature to have. So again, this is from Joby, so I have 3 things from Joby. The last tripod I have is the one I'm using right now. It's a pretty basic one from Amazon Basics, and it's quite sturdy but lightweight, so that's really nice, and it goes up to a good height of like 4 or 5 feet, so it works well for me. For my GoPro, I don't really have any accessories yet, but I'm considering getting the head mount and a monopod or a gimbal. I'm still debating what to get, but I got this cute case for my GoPro, which is like a mini briefcase, and it's super tiny and fits into like any bag. So basically, this is how it is on the inside. My GoPro is here, and these 2 mounts came along with it, so I've just stored them over here. So I got this on Amazon, and I think it's super cute and convenient. Another accessory that comes really handy is this thing that you see at the back of my phone. It's a pop socket, and it's basically good for holding your phone and gives a good grip. So I use this more for like Snapchat and Instagram stories and stuff, but it's really nice and like it gives a good grip on your phone, so I quite like it. It's very inexpensive, and I know some people don't like how it makes their phone bulky, but I quite like this, and this has really changed my life. Now talking about lighting, I mostly film my videos in natural light, so I don't really use any lights, but I did buy this LED light recently, and I've used it for some of my videos, and I do see that it makes a big difference. I probably need another one of these, but for now this does the job. So just to give you an idea of how powerful this is, when it's at max, this is how it is, and it's blinding. So yeah, it's quite a powerful light, and it's really compact, so you can carry it around. When I went home, I took this home as well, so it's quite easy to carry around, and it's very lightweight. And another good thing about this is that it shows you how much battery you have left. So I've been using this for quite a while now, and it still shows full battery. So yeah, I guess it doesn't really drain your battery much, so it's quite nice. Now coming to audio, I think audio is so important, and there are so many times when I don't watch a video just because the audio is bad, so I think audio plays a really big part. Having said that, I don't think you need to buy expensive mics when you're just starting off. When I'm filming on my DSLR, I use this lapel mic that you see here. This one is from Audio Technica, and I'm really happy with the audio quality that this gives. But when I'm filming on my iPhone, I just use the inbuilt iPhone mic, or sometimes when needed, I just use my earphones with the mic and record audio using that. When you're filming videos, you're going to have more footage than you know what to do with, so it's a good idea to have hard disks. So I have these 2 1 TB hard disks, so I store all the footage that I ever take on this, because you never know when you need that footage later on in life. And just to quickly talk about my SD cards, I have a 64 GB SD card for my GoPro, I have a 32 GB one for my Nikon camera, and I'm yet to buy one for my Canon one, but I'm probably going to get 2 64 GB ones. Now coming to editing, I'm going to just start by saying that when I started, I had zero knowledge about editing. So if you don't know how to edit, don't let that stop you from starting a YouTube channel. There are so many tutorials online, and there are so many softwares that are really easy to use. So just put in some effort and you'll figure it out. So I edit my videos on my MacBook Pro. This is the 13-inch 256 GB MacBook Pro. And I started editing on iMovie. It's a really easy software to use, and I use that for most of my videos. However, I recently switched to Final Cut Pro X, and it's a way nicer software. It lets me do things that iMovie didn't let me do, so I really like Final Cut Pro. I'm still like watching tutorials every day and learning how to edit and stuff, but yeah, FCP is really amazing. And there are so many Final Cut Pro plugins that you can get online for free, so you should totally Google that and check that out. For my YouTube thumbnails, I use Photoshop, but if you don't know how to use Photoshop, there are websites like PicMonkey and Canva which are really good. I haven't used them, so I can't really say much, but I know a lot of people use PicMonkey to make their YouTube thumbnails. Last but not the least, I'm going to talk about music. Copyright is a big issue with YouTube, so if you don't want to get copyright strikes on your channel, you should use copyright-free music or royalty-free music. So there are a couple of places where I find my music. The first is YouTube's audio library. They have a whole list of music that you can use, so that's the safest option. You can just download that music and use it. There are also many channels on YouTube that give you access to no copyright music. So there's this YouTube channel called No Copyright Sounds, and I'm sure there are a lot of them, but this is the one I use. They have a whole list of songs that are no copyright and royalty free, and all you have to do is give the artist credit in your description and you're free to use that music, so that's a really good option. Another thing that I've recently discovered is this website called Epidemic Sounds. It's actually a paid service, but I'm currently using their 1-month free trial version, and it's pretty amazing. They have a great collection of music, and as long as you're subscribed to their service, you can use any of that music on your videos and there will not be any copyright issues. So yeah, that's how I film and edit my YouTube videos. I hope you found this video useful. If you're someone who's just starting off on YouTube, my biggest tip for you would be to just start with what you have. Don't worry about buying new equipment if you're just starting off, because good content is way more important than the equipment you use. So if your content is good, it doesn't matter if you filmed it on your phone or on like a fancy camera, because people are going to watch it anyway. So focus on creating good content, and with time, if you do decide to take YouTube seriously, only then invest in good equipment. Also, the first link in the description box below has links to all the products that I've mentioned in this video, so if you're interested, you can check that out. And just a little disclaimer, the links to the products are actually affiliate links, which means that if you click on that link and buy something, then I'll make a small commission. So if you do decide to buy something, I'd really appreciate it if you did it using my links. Most of the things I've bought are from Amazon, including my GoPro, so in my experience, I think Amazon has the best deals. But yeah, make sure you do your research and see where you get the best price. So I hope you found this video useful. If you did, hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family and anyone you know who wants to start YouTubing. Also, if you have any questions about the equipment I use, please feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll be sure to answer all of them. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every week. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!